Mashed potato, 1, 2, 3.
Some gravy on top, some gravy on top. Please give it for me.
Increase the tension. Tension. Increase the tension. Tension. Golden brown. Tension. Check the corner. My thoughts get deeper. My thoughts get deeper. I give it to you pure and uncut. Listen up. I give it to you pure, give it to you pure, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you pure enough, but listen up. Texture like sun. Give it to you pure. For your actions. Every time I come correct, taking care of ya.
Yo, what up? Good evening. It's Sunday. You know what that means. It's Sunday, basically. It's the seventh day of the week. Follows Saturday and comes before Monday.
It happens every 6 days, I've heard from a smart man.
Who is this smart man? Who else have you been talking to?
There's this like monk I go to visit every once a year kind of thing. I don't know. He said, every 6 days we will have a Sunday. That's exactly what he said.
Those were his exact words, no paraphrasing. Do get in touch.
None
as always.
whatsoever.
We're on
Yes.
kopimiradio.net. Check us out on Discord. Search Kopimi. We're on Twitch. We're probably not on Chew anymore, but we are on YouTube. And for you people who are still in the last century, we're even on Facebook.
Yes, even on Facebook, on Twitch, on Twitter, and all that good stuff.
So if you're not used to our show, it's really simple. We talk nonsense and sometimes we play music.
Yeah.
And you guys get to listen to us. Hey, aren't you the lucky ones?
or the other way around if we're feeling very revolutionary.
Absolutely. I've just noticed a terrible camera angle. You can see me fiddling down here. You're like, what are you doing? It's
fiddling about.
It's my earphone. That's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna
that sucker out.
I'm just gonna take myself out of shot there. There. Now I can fiddle with my earphone in peace.
Appropriately. Yeah.
Oh dear, you're listening to Aphrodite and Mickey Finn, Golden Brown, originally by, of course, the Stranglers, as Maz just reminded me.
Love that.
Every time we mention the words gold and brown in the house, me and the significant other always follow it with texture like sun. And nobody knows what we're talking about, but we do, so that's all that matters.
This is what's important, the mutual language.
Yeah, exactly. We know what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Even if no one else does.
Unfortunately, I have much the same experience, and I used to tell her, shut the fuck up, but she didn't understand what I was talking about. Absolutely no mutual language there whatsoever.
Yeah, there was no balance. Maybe you should have visited your monk friend. Maybe he could have helped you out with that.
He solved the problem for me. He said, Madanga, get the fuck out, boy. Done deal, you know. A wise man speaks short parables, you know what I mean?
Well, yes, it does help, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yes, wisdom is also in the accuracy. Hey.
So, yeah. We're going to talk about stuff. We'll find stuff to talk about because we always do. And if you want to get in touch, do so. And check out the memes over on Discord. They will be coming fast, I'm sure, very shortly.
Yes. Onto your shorts, kids.
So listening to the sounds of Breach and the Caliber remix, which is a kind of drum and bass fill of Jack, which is why there's a couple of memes of Jack from the Titanic, an Oriental girl, a cat, and then
Topical.
in the mix next, Daft Punk, which is why we've got the "You're as daft as a brush" flip-flop wearing meme, and also a cartoon version of Daft Punk. I mean, I would say that I planned all of this, but clearly I haven't.
Lie to the people, they love it.
It is okay. Injected with the Poison, the Hixie remix playing right now. I want to give a shout out to John who's listening. That's John with no H. His H was taken from him from a very young age.
As a young man in the soul.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was more common in medieval times than you might think.
Yeah, right? Being sold or taking away of the H.
Dude, just
like
leave me
custom?
hanging there. I thought something had frozen for a second. I'm like, wait, he's not talking.
No,
What's going on?
No. I'm multitasking and coming up with a witty question was a bit taxing for there, and like my computers, I had lag.
Hello, I am calling you from Hong Kong. How are you?
I can't hear you. I'm stuck in the closet.
Can you tell us how people are feeling there at the moment? Are they enjoying Christmas?
They feel with their hands like most of the people on Earth.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, do tell your friends, get in touch through Discord and say hello. The usual suspects are always around, and so are we, and that's all that matters.
Appropriate links in the description or on kopimiradio.net.
In fact, if you go to kopimiradio.net, you'll find the inappropriate links as well, which has got nothing to do with our show.
You might get lucky, yes.
Should we play something Christmassy? Because we're coming up to the season. Sure.
I know we're not like that, but there has to be one symbolic song in every broadcast.
Well, it was a bit like our Halloween special.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll give it one. I just hope the Trinity is mentioned.
Well,
our eternal theme for Christmas.
You might be in luck.
Yay.
You're listening to DJ
You're listening to DJ Joker on Kopimi Radio.
obey.
Wow.
I also kind of like the way you could set it for different audio rates on different tracks, to be honest.
Do you know, I've got to remember to tell you to shut up when we go on air, because then people
Oh.
aren't blindsided by some amazingly technical garbage that's coming out of your mouth. Oh yes, I'm enjoying my stream on 720 DPI at the moment, or whatever it is that means.
Like the train dude with the diesel engines, man. I love that. That was so good. That was so good. Yes, I'm sorry.
I thought that since I'd reset the studio for you, that you now had eyes on the blue button. I thought you knew when we were live and when we're not. Remember the blue button?
Yeah, I was just troubleshooting a problem on the other side. So yes, I wasn't
Hang on.
paying attention.
Let me help you out just a little bit here. Okay, see this button here? When it's blue, we're on air. There you go. Now everyone knows our behind-the-scenes secrets.
Secret. They'll forget it by next week.
That's
like I
true.
will.
Well, we'll have a whole different set of listeners again next week, won't we? That's how this works.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Exactly. A new set.
What I love about our long-term listeners, of course, is that they actually feel so obligated to us. They send us little messages like, "We're so sorry, we're not going to be there this week. The reason is," and they actually give us reasons why they're not going to be listening.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that happens on any other radio station on the planet.
I don't think so. Also, we just got another message that ran out of data. Sorry, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the replay. So thank you, Ace Machine, and also Agent X in the house.
Yeah, I gotta love that replay as well. I mean, that's something you never thought you'd go, hey, we need that, but apparently we do.
Yeah, so the administration has to worry about copyright violations that YouTube bestows upon us, and clean up the production for the viewers to listen to tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
It is. We were gonna talk about something that really interesting, weren't we? And I can't remember for the life of me what that was going to be.
You said you saw a movie.
Oh yes.
The 10 Rings.
Yes.
Or I asked the question earlier, whichever one you want to put into play. Volez, mon ami.
Yeah. So okay, well let's go with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings then. So first of all, this isn't an adult film, okay? So if you're hoping for something else with a title like that, it's not like that at all, okay? There are other films with 10 rings in them, and it's not those. So this one is about a Chinese guy who knows kung fu, I suppose. I don't know. And it's really good. It's really good. It's set in the Marvel universe, where Iron Man and Spider-Man live, but don't worry, they're not in the film at all. There's a couple of...
that would have been a trip, though,
well, we're on phase
a little
5
guest
now.
Scene, presence of Iron Man, in a kung fu movie.
What would be interesting is he died in the last one he was in, so yeah, that would be good. Hey, look, here's Iron Man's corpse. We dug him up.
I'm into the Marvel universe, I just can't accept the Iron Man dying.
No, don't worry, he'll come back from the dead. They always do.
I'm sure he will.
Nobody stays dead. Nobody stays
We
dead.
found his skull. We can recreate him.
Through nanites or something. That'll be the thing. Call him Bill Gates. He knows all about nanites. I know. I've got 14 milligrams of his nanites in my body right now.
And Bill Gates in the movie would be called William Walkthrough, just so that anybody couldn't say anything.
I should mention though, kids, other conspiracy theories are available. So anyway, basically the premise of this film is his dad is a really powerful bloke with 10 magical rings. He meets some bird who he falls in love with, gives up his 10 magical rings. Bird gets killed. He gets a bit upset about it.
Never give up your rings.
Yeah, raises his son to become an assassin. He goes out for his first kill and then basically runs away. Awesome.
Also, father and son business kind of thing.
Yeah, and then later on they come back and reconcile and then beat each other up a bit, but with magical powers and dragons and Chinese lions and things like that. It's worth a watch. I mean, that's the best I can give you, really. It's definitely worth a watch. It's a standalone film away from the Marvel Universe. You don't need to know anything about Iron Man, Spider-Man, or Doctor Strange, all those people. All you need to know is that this bloke here is after his dad's 10 rings. Job done. Yeah.
Okay. So you say the 10 rings?
Yeah. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Martial arts master Shang-Chi confronts the past he thought he left behind when he's drawn into the web of the mysterious Ten Rings organization. Because get this right, his dad, right, got 10 rings. And these 10 rings, right, they're not finger-wearing rings. No, not finger-wearing rings. No, these are rings up your arm, okay? So actually, first up, they're bracelets, all right? It should be the 10 bracelets, not the 10 fucking rings. That's the first thing.
The Chinese always do this in, in the translation of everything.
Exactly, everything's a ring. Anyway, so the next thing, okay, so they went, okay, so I'm a bloke with 10 rings and I'm going to have an army of people working for me. What shall I call them? Shall I call them like the Death Army or the Real Hard Army? Nah, fuck it, I'm too lazy. I'm just going to name it after my rings, and I've got 10 of them. You are now known as the 10 Ring Army. In fact, to make it easy for me, I'm going to call you the 10 Rings as well. So you've got 10 rings, and you also are walking around with an army that you've also called the 10 Rings. Yeah, that's right.
A question.
Wait, no, you've got 2 kids. What are you going to name them? 10 Rings. Okay, and
so everything's 10 Rings special.
The house that you
you
live.
get real cheap now. You out off the wall. It's 10 Ring effort. Everything 10 Ring tonight. You bring your own chopsticks and beer.
10 rings. And the house you live in, is that like Shang-Chi house? No, it's 10 Ring Mansion. Okay.
10 Ring, everything's 10 Ring special. Holy shit.
You live on a mountain. Yeah, what's the name of the mountain?
10 Rings.
10 Ring Mountain. Okay. You don't have a lot of imagination, do you?
The theme is growing on me. The action, I'm sure it was like, this is what, you're watching for kind of thing. Not like
I've got to
the
say,
names of the places that have remained the same.
I've got to tell you, though, that I made most of that up, other than the fact that his army is called the 10 Rings, and he does have 10 rings.
Now I'm going to be disappointed, man. I just go looked it up and going, download it and all this. And
it would have been much.
Blew the whole. I was waiting for everything 10 rings.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and one dragon, one horrible monstery-looking thing, a tribe of hidden places, and blah 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 blah. You could have made a much longer title than that. Yeah,
I'm sure somebody will on the remake. Yeah.
Well, apparently they're gonna return. The 10 Rings will return. So yeah. Ooh.
I think you should actually put your review of it on Google, or either clip a link or something like that. That would be good, because I see quite a few Google reviews. 4,570 reviews for the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all right, but there's too many rings in it. Why didn't you just have 2?
Yeah, enough problems with 1 ring. Yeah. I get it.
Why did you need 10? I mean, 2 would have done the job. Just saying.
On the small one, you only need 2 ring. This is very not uncomfortable. 10 ring, and then we put some weight on that sucker.
So you want 10 rings? Are you compensating for something?
Absolutely not. I just got room for them.
On that bombshell, let's check this out. Supertons and Party Outside.
Yes. The blue button.
You're listening to DJ Joker on Copy Me Radio.
So, in other news, And there is always
Yeah.
other news, as you know, because that's how the world works.
Yes. A wise man also told me that
He
once.
said, "You would not believe, but in other news, other things may be happening."
Actually, yeah, pretty close. Man. Pretty fucking close.
I'm sure your version was better, but
It's all good. It's all good. We came from the Ten Ring Mountain. Yeah.
so you were asking me earlier about the old guitar game that I got heavily addicted to the other week.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, guess what? Heavily addicted.
Oh, heavily addicted is not the correct word.
I mean, can you be more addicted than usual to things? I don't know, but I've pretty
No.
much.
Addiction is addiction. You know, it means that you do it. There's
I've
a certain perpetuity.
I've been practicing my fingering most evenings.
Make
And-
a really rude comment, but yes. Oh, and how is the master enjoying his fingering?
Really good. Now these three fingers here. Now I have had like an asbestos finger thing going on now. Look, I can rub. Look, nothing happens. No blood or anything. Look. But if I do it with any other of my fingers, like these over here, then these will start bleeding because they just have got nothing there at all.
Nothing on him yet.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I remember also playing, and it's pretty fucked up when you don't practice, and then your callus is kind of detached,
true.
and then you you have the ends of your finger all over your guitar. Yeah.
So so it is the game we're talking about is Rocksmith, everyone, by the way. Rocksmith is an incredible, intuitive guitar playing game where rather than playing a button type controller, you actually play a guitar
And
then
learn.
and get scored on how crap you are at playing the guitar. So all of my years of thinking I was a pretty half decent mediocre player, apparently I'm rubbish.
Well, what does the game know anyway? It's only looking for, integers, to be honest.
it's looking for perfection is what it's looking for.
And that is not a human quality. And
No.
that doesn't make good music either.
But great news is that I can play Desire by U2. The fact it's only got 3 chords in it probably helps me.
Anything that makes you through the night, you know what I'm saying?
So I could literally go on stage with U2 and The Edge, and I could play Desire. I could also play their what song was the one that did for the charity for the Hurricane Katrina? That
Titles
one.
always escape me, but I could hear it. Yes.
But there's an intro section where the Edge just literally plays the same note for like 3.5 minutes.
I know what you're talking about.
I can do that.
I remember that performance too.
Yeah, I reckon it's something like this. Hang on, listen. That's literally the Edge playing. He's got a lot of effects and reverb and stuff, but that's literally what the Edge is doing.
Yes. He has boxes.
Yeah,
Mad boxes.
he does indeed have a
Yes.
impressive box. So the anyway, the thing is,
boxes,
guess
and
what?
check
Guess what?
them.
I'm still enjoying it. It hasn't lost its appeal yet because I'm there and I'm playing like Radiohead songs. I'm playing Animals tracks. I'm playing just everything. I've got no
I
kind
love
of.
there are a couple of I got arrested playing Radiohead, and I was playing it so loud I didn't hear the cops banging on the door. Dude, the amp was turned up. Yeah. And they're like slamming on the door, kicking in the door. Well, they're metal doors, and that shit ain't gonna move. But yeah, it was loud. I'm like, what? I was playing guitar. What? You didn't hear me? They thought I was trying to escape out a window.
You're like,
Fucking idiots.
I don't care. I need to nail this solo. Ding, 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 ding,
But
ding.
that's what I was. I was on one of the solos, and I'm like, you're into it. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. So everyone in the house hates it because, of course, it's a living room game, which means that it doesn't matter what anybody else wants to watch or play or do. Joker is got his guitar in the living room
Joker's in the house.
now. Yeah, I'm kind of in trouble for that. I need to
No, I don't.
relocate.
You know what? It would be interesting if you could hook it up in the studio and one of these broadcasts, we could play the game.
It would be interesting to see if I can actually make that work. And to be fair, all of this stuff is supposed to let you do that. And I know there's a man on YouTube,
Absolutely.
a very unassuming looking little bald-headed man who is awesome. I don't know his name, but anyway,
That
he's
sounds
awesome.
like that dude that I go up to the mountain to. He's also, very unassuming, and you wouldn't think, but pearls of wisdom he gives me.
Yeah,
Here,
thank-
boy, take this.
Thank you so much for coming here and bringing me a sandwich. I'm very happy to see
Bring
you.
me a fucking naan next time you come, goddammit. Don't be cheap.
Dear. So, yes. I will perhaps give you a bit of a track listing of things when I remember exactly what tracks I'm playing at the moment. But it's important, Maz. It's important to express yourself because it's
Gee, really?
Yeah, it's important that you do that, as Diane Solo and Teddy K have just been telling us, because it helps you to feel so free, just like Silver Fox and So Free.
Nice.
Tang Fly Boss, well, Jam Nitty Gritty. You're listening to the more shit from Twat Chris Witty.
This way.
This is Jam Hot.
From the big bad city.
Anyway, I'm going to turn this back off again. Yeah, so I can't walk into a shop without wearing a mask, but Chris Witt is still talking, because Witty is witty. We were trying to come up with the, Whitey's on the Moon dub, but we were thinking in terms of witty instead of whitey, and maybe that could work. So I can't go out clubbing without my COVID passport. But
Could be Chris Twatty.
Chris
That
is
would
still
make more sense, and you could like
going
save
to
yourself the twat. Chris Twatty would
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Who's got to make fun of somebody's name?
I've got to work from home, but not if you're Chris Witty. I don't know.
He's in
There's
the
something
office
there.
spending thousands on horse and cocaine.
Do you know what though? I did have an epiphany the other day. This should happen. Okay, so I always share my best ideas on air, so everyone else can
I'm behind you on that, man.
can basically steal them and make them their own, because I'm such a nice guy. So, okay, so Band-Aid. Okay, do they know it's Christmas time? Okay, with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. What about new lyrics? Okay, starting off with something along the lines of, "It's COVID time. There's no need to be." And instead of having
Yes.
like starving kids in Africa, we'll reference people wearing masks in supermarkets and getting involuntary jabs around the world and that kind of thing. And do they know that it's Bill Gates' nanites after all? Is part of the
Yeah, and also you would have to do like a bit of the coughing time, and then you would have the sounds of the defibrillator.
nice.
And the,
It's coughing time. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
could
need to
get
the
into
COVID.
yeah.
It's coughing
Just
time.
again, this goes back to the question: deep fake. Oh
Yeah.
God, I wish I had a computer. Ideas, we have plethora.
Brilliant. I'm just going to look at the Band-Aid lyrics and just see how much of how easy it would be to actually just repurpose the whole song. It can't be that difficult, can it?
It would be an adventure.
It's coughing time. There's no need to be afraid. At coughing time, we wear a mask and we banish, I don't know, going out. That kind of thing.
Banish pub
Yeah.
aid.
And in our world of plenty, we can queue a mile or so. For your
Michelle
own.
Schutt likes our show.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Michel.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, there's something here. I know there is.
Oh, I'm sure we
Yeah.
could do something totally COVID related.
Yeah. I mean, even
you
could even
you
Bono's
go with
line.
the COVID-19 and then the Omegatron and all the all the variations on the first
He's my
day.
favorite Autobot. I love Omegatron.
Yeah. Pull back from the
instead
kids.
of feed the world, how about jab the world, or even what's it?
Mask the world.
Vaccinate the world. Mask
Vaccinate
the world.
the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then you go on to Tears for Fears, then, don't you?
Or imprison the world.
Everybody wants to wear a mask. I don't know.
Imprison the world. Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the sounds of So Free by Silver Fox that we're talking and singing over badly.
Absolutely. I just think, it's about sanitation bills, and they just want to keep the people indoors so they don't throw the garbage outside. That's about it. That's all I got to say on the subject.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy, I tell ya. It's about
like,
garbage.
It's like having Forrest Gump on the bloody show, isn't it?
At least he ain't talking about shrimps.
Yeah. Tell us about Vietnam, man. Well, I'll tell you about
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, most likely.
Comes back in on the phone, and that's all I have to say about that.
Yep.
Man, you said it all. You said it all.
Thank you very much. The most informative interview we've had in years.
Brilliant. So anyway, that's my idea to repurpose a Christmas song into a COVID song. Thank you. You're welcome. I look forward to someone else doing that so I can talk about them stealing my idea on an upcoming show. Thank you.
No, that's brilliant. Just putting it out there in the ether, man.
There you go. I'll help you out a little bit. I'll look into my eyes, just like Nicola Nissa
my eye.
and Feeder Funk, who are coming up next with a lovely track called "Look Into My Eyes."
Wow. Master of the Segway.
DJ Joker.
So, new rule, everyone. We've gone from not allowing experimental drugs in nightclubs to not being allowed in one unless you've taken an experimental drug. Thank you.
Listen, the absurd counts for something.
True that. Wow, check out on the Discord chat at the moment. This is a picture of a Tour de France rider's legs.
Yep.
After stage 16, I don't know what stage 16 is. I mean,
It's probably like a shitload of mountains because they're sick like that.
I saw that first of all, and I thought it was two horses' things led down side by side, and it's actually somebody's legs. Everyone, before
The
you
rear
start.
end of a horse after a run might look like that too.
Jesus, look at that!
Well, you know, hey man, that's like maximum muscle work, maximum blood flow, and absolutely no fucking fat.
You can
know
imagine
what I
when
mean?
he gets cramp, the whole street must fucking know it. I mean,
But
this
they
is
don't
the
really-
noise. This is the noise his legs make when he gets cramp. Woo! I just saw that come up on another feed, and I was just like, wow!
Yeah.
No
yeah, that
way.
is wow. But again, you think the body is an incredible thing, and that's maximum blood flow, maximum leg use, you know, and no fat. You know, not only that, he's probably dehydrated too.
He probably is, yes. That's true. That can make a huge difference to how the body reacts and looks, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, up to a point, you can't intake that amount of liquid and then try to ride a bike and win. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a lot of work up them fucking hills. They're crazy.
Tell you what, that sounds
They're
like
crazy.
That sounds like a challenge, doesn't it? If you're on a bike and you want to prove Maz wrong,
Yeah, go ahead.
Get on that bike and prove Maz wrong. I won't be doing that, just so you know. But
Not like that.
we
I used to
we welcome
participate in long distance bike races, and I kind of understand. And you have to, I mean, wow, you work very, very hard, especially during the summer and hill climbing, and that's a lot of work, man.
absolutely. Listeners, just so we're clear, when Maz says he was involved in long distance bike riding, it usually involved two policemen behind him on bikes also. Whilst he was riding really fast on the bike, going, "You won't catch me, copper!" I don't know why I moved my legs up and down. You can't even see that. But
I will never deny that. I can't deny that. It's illegal of me to say anything more, but no, I will not deny that.
There we go. You heard it here first, probably.
Unless you like Google the documentation of the incident. Yeah, you've heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's very underground of you, Maz, which leads us in nicely to Very Underground by Romy Black.
Two exceptions. And after that, there was a much more comfortable gathering of people. You were going to celebrate a kind of openness that really hadn't been possible before. We're really very underground. Very underground. Very underground. Very underground. one or two exceptions. And after that, there was a much more comfortable gathering of people. You were going to celebrate a kind of openness that really hadn't been possible before. We're really very underground. We're really very underground. We're really very underground. We're really very underground.
So I heard some good news the other day, Maz.
Sure.
Yeah,
Good news is always welcome here.
Really excellent news. Basically, for the last couple of weeks, I thought that Eminem, Slim Shady, was dead. And it turns out, I just happened to stumble across an article.
Did you hear that one on the grapevine?
I did. And basically, it turns out that he's not dead. And that Slim is actually alive, which leads us nicely into this next track, which is called Slim is Alive by Richard Gray and Lissat.
Boom! Get you some.
I'm really trying on these links this evening. I'm just making it gel nicely for listeners.
Wow, somebody open a can of give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, have some of this.
There you go.
it's alright, cause it's Saturday night. So Mr. Buckmaster, pump the BGs. And all you college students playing Ouija's. Check the spelling R-E-F-U-G-E. E, get the CD from Sam Goody. You ain't even close with the rhymes that you wrote. Don't be mad cause you broke. Let me clear my throat. John Forte, grab the mic and won't you sway it this way.
I'm more than just a rhymer, you still a small timer. Hoping at the game, treat that ass a little kinda. Every step tangoed, yo beef don't concern me. I'm eating mangoes in Trinidad with attorneys. My crew slang flow worldwide like a current. With the every spot where nobody got insurance. Rubber do the math, you ain't half the exotic. My man's plain true, you forget about it, hit 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 about it.
Yeah, I do love this. This is obviously got the Bee Gees sample of Staying Alive.
Yep.
And Slim Shady. That's why Slim is alive. See how that works?
I dig that.
So, God. Do you remember Justin?
Yes.
Well, Justin has bought some trainers recently. And you would say that Justin has nice trainers. Or you may just say Justin Sneakers, which leads us nicely into Just In Sneakers by Deftone.
Selling shoes. Badass. And if you like sneakers...
I don't know. I hope the next one's easier to link for the...
You're like, you know what? Next time you say, "Do you remember?" I'll say, "Nope." Like I don't, and I'll be honest, and we'll see where you go from there. You gave me a line. I ain't hanging you, man. Justin, you don't remember Justin?
No, yeah, don't remember Justin.
Fucking idea.
Not at all. Not even a little bit. You remember Justin? Man made the trainers.
Oh. You mean Justin, the French dude.
Hello, I am Justin. How are you?
Justin.
I have new sneakers.
There you go. I remember Justin. Very funny.
Brilliant. It's 9 minutes past 8 on that machine. It's 9 minutes past 8 on that machine. It's 9 minutes.
9 minutes past
whatever.
It's 10. On my machine too.
It's 10 over there. On that side of the studio, it's 10 for some reason. I don't know why.
10.
But yeah, it's UK time. 10 minutes past 8, near enough. Which leaves us another 50 minutes of playing music and talking nonsense. Do remember to tell your friends, because if you were doing a show and I was watching it, I'd certainly tell my friends for you.
Tell my friends, yes.
So how about
even if his name was Justin?
Yeah, who Maz doesn't remember apparently, but we're all good friends with Justin. I don't even think I know a Justin. I'm gonna have to go for my friends
think he's
list.
Justin Town. You're mixing the people.
I'm mixing them all up, aren't they? Yeah.
John with no H is Justin Town.
Yeah. Anyway, check this out. It's funky. So, do you remember that?
Do you remember?
Do you remember that film, Silence of the Lambs?
Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I won't be difficult. Curious.
You remember what Hannibal Lecter used to do to his victims?
Well, yeah.
He used to, cannibalize them. And one of the things that he would do when making certain dishes is that he would strip the skin off of the corpse, which of course is the correct term for that, of course, is flay.
Yes.
Which leads us nicely into Flay by DJ Ablo.
Wow. You know what? I don't know many DJs on this earth that would actually even give a damn, and you so awesomely segued that. Wow. You know what?
Well,
like,
look, let me try again. Let me try again, because I've got some options here. You ready? Do you remember that politician who liked getting whipped and being tied up a lot?
yes, I do. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. He put ads in the paper looking for dominatrix. Yes.
He did indeed, and apparently that if you are whipped or lashed, it basically means that you are being flayed.
Flayed.
Which brings us nicely onto Flay by DJ Ablo.
No politicians were whipped in the making of this segue.
How about this one? Hey, Maz.
Look at this. Not only the consummate professional, but the consummate professional in a few ways.
I'll give you some options. You like eggs, don't you?
Love eggs.
Well, eggs begin with letter E, which leads us on nicely to this next track, which begins with letter F, which is the letter after E. It is, of course, Flay by DJ Ablo.
Yay! And this show was brought to you by the letter E and by the letters F.
Exactly. So
you're number one.
Jesus.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely, man. If the world only knew.
Exactly. Somebody tell them.
I've been trying, but they don't listen to me. They call me crazy and insane and all these other adjectives that
You know what you need to do is wear a nice suit when you're talking to people. Put a nice top hat on. Everyone will take you seriously then, with your top hat and cane, and say, "Look here, my good man."
Really, with my purple velour jacket and green vest, right? With my yellow tie and my top hat made of beaver fur.
Yes, all of those things.
One of these days.
Anyway, listen to this, and at the end of this track, we'll come back with an equally entertaining segue to the next track. I'm already looking forward to listening from Jonkin Spook.
I'm sticking around just for that.
Well, yes.
Anticipation, right up here.
So, hey, Maz.
Yes, my good man. The one and only awesome DJ Joker.
Would you like to hear a 9-letter word starting with E and ending with Y?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, try everybody on for size.
Everybody. That works.
Yeah. Hey, guess what we're playing next?
Everybody.
By Jonkin Spook.
Mind blown. You even got me involved in that one. Well, I'm telling you, a master of the media.
It's incredible, isn't it? Although
And you always tell me I'm talking shit. I'm telling you, man, if they only knew. If they only knew.
I just wish I knew what a jonk was. And a
Jonk.
Jonk. J-O-N-K. What's that?
We are
It's a name, apparently.
going after junk. J-O-N-K.
Yeah, jonk. Oh, it's a kind of...
I would guess it would have to do with something about junkin or trunk.
It's a type of leech, apparently. Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh, yes, I see leeches.
Ew. Anyway, I've decided
I see Indian leeches too. They do this in India. Look. He has a leech on his head.
I almost fell for your. I almost fell for that. I almost was going to say, "Hey, what's the difference between a normal one?" And I thought, no, I'm not going there. Nice try, Maz.
It's a junk leech.
Bloody
Interesting. Interesting.
hell. It is indeed. So, yeah. There was something else we had to talk about this evening.
They have junk oil.
Well, of course they do.
For baldness. I see it's for baldness.
Hey, you could do with some of that, I reckon.
No, I got me a mop. You know, I'm okay.
I bet if I spoke to Junior, there would be there is a patch on the. There's a satellite dish on the back of your head.
No, actually there
Wow.
isn't. There actually Junior is the one with issues. So.
No.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, genes are family wide and they ain't all mine, but at least he got brains. You know, our brains is my responsibility. Brains and honor, the two things. 3 things. Yeah.
Love it. Anyway, I've moved on because I can't be bothered to play everybody, so we're going to play Pump the Stride by Blocking Crown.
Wow.
Slow me down.
What we gonna do is go back in time, way back. What we gonna do is go back in time.
Are you ready for
Back in time.
Are you ready for music? Then you're ready for DJ Joker.
Do is go back in time, way back in time. What we gonna do is go back in time, way back in time.
All right, so obviously we've been quiet for a little while because I've been playing music and me and Maz been talking nonsense off air. But
People are funny on the internet, though.
they are very funny on the internet. So so I met you, remember? So be around the club mix by a man who sounds like he should be a Swedish sideboard. That's right.
Yeah.
It's Johan Dresser. Available in
10 for 10.
Available in all good IKEA stores, or if you are or IKEA
In flat pack form.
In flat
for
pack
your
form.
enjoyment and pleasure.
That's right, Johan Dresser. What a great name.
Epic.
There's also the Mexican blasphemer El Timo. You know why he's a Mexican blasphemer?
Because he's on Mexican radio?
No, because he wants you to forget about heaven, which leads us nicely into Forget About Heaven by El Timo.
The title killer tonight, only on Kopimi Radio.
Right, okay, so it's like this, all right? We're using our psychic powers this evening. Me and Maz were talking about Maximix just a few minutes ago. We were like going,
Yes,
hey,
we were.
Maximix, cool dude, we assume. Anyway, so, and a few minutes later, look who's in the Discord chat. Yeah, I shit you
We
not.
got a Smatsamix.
Just like that. So,
Yeah.
here we go. I wonder what Jessica Alba is up to at the moment.
Yeah, that Jessica Alba. Yeah.
He stares at the screen, hopefully.
Yeah, I wonder. It's such a ponderous thing that that Jessica Alba. I wonder what is going on with her. We've been connected like this all evening. Yeah. I know Jax. or what's his name? Jason? Jimmy? Johnson?
Yeah. Bert. So yeah. Bert, why not? I just found the monkey typewriter meme that I've just popped up as well. So we're talking about Shakespeare and how 1,000 monkeys over 1,000 years typing randomly will eventually come up with
absolutely
Shakespeare. However, as I pointed out to Maz, Shakespeare didn't own a typewriter, so that couldn't possibly work.
Done. Postulate has been knocked out of the sky.
Now,
so 1,000 monkeys couldn't do that.
Give 1,000 monkeys a quill and a pot of ink. Now we're talking.
Yeah. The adventure starts at that.
Here's a cool Star Wars fact for you as well, whilst I've got this in my mind. Right now, this year, is the same amount of time as when Star Wars was originally first released in 1970 whatever, as when The Phantom Menace Episode 1 came out. So, wow. Mind blown. Or not. I mean, talk amongst yourselves.
Hello?
Yeah. Just let me know.
I'm asking, was the Phantom Menace Batman?
No, it was episode 1 of Star Wars that was released like 28 years after the original episode 6 of Star Wars. Pay attention. Come on.
Okay. No, that confused me because you said Star Wars, and I'm like, yeah, I remember Star Wars.
Yeah,
it was called Star Wars.
With Luke Skywalker. Well, before Luke Skywalker was Anakin Skywalker, and we all learnt about him in episodes 1 to 3, which were released several billion years later.
There you go. See, I missed the billion years. You get what I'm saying? That billion-year gap, I missed that.
That was the gag. Well, it's not even a gag. It's just an interesting fact.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I refuse to acknowledge the existence of those movies. They are absolutely horrible. That's where I am right now. So
Matsamix gets it. Before is after. That's right. That's how those films work. They started.
I'm a very linear type of guy.
They started the whole prequel movement, didn't they? They really hammered home but what happened before? And they went, do you know what? Let's explore that. Next thing you know, everyone's doing a bloody prequel. Everyone.
Well, I don't know if they were, but they were like one of the most famous kind of things that started that prequel horror. Yeah, but I think the Planet of the Apes was kind of the foreteller of that big cinema kind of prequel thingy, because it already started at a certain point.
That
there was a before,
you're not
and not
wrong.
only that, there was an after too.
But was it a prequel? Let me see. So the first one, then you had the second one that was set afterwards when they went to try and get hold of what's his face. Then they found out that he was hiding underground with the nuclear people. Then the third one was the one where it was set even again more in the future. And then there was one where they went back, which was Planet and the Apes Go Back in Time.
I would more that in the first one, he arrived in the middle of a story that already existed, and that was his reality. He doesn't know what happened.
No.
And then you go into the next one, and that was the creation of his reality.
Yes.
Prequel.
Was it a prequel? I mean, yes. I mean, you are correct, because there is that really deep moment. Yeah, there's a deep moment.
The continuum theme in the middle is the prequel of where he landed on that planet and why there were monkeys. So.
Exactly, because you had the whole moment where to be fair, Charlton Heston explains time travel and the speed of light to his guys, isn't it? It's like you've aged 20 years, but guess what? People on Earth have been dead for 1,000 years. It's probably a statue of you. Blah 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 blah. There's a bit of foreshadowing there for you if you've not seen the film. Spoiler alert. There's probably a statue of you, and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, absolutely. Maximix is getting really confused now.
He wants music.
Yeah, he wants music. Well, there's only 5 minutes left. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. Fine, okay.
A segue into the next artist.
Into the next track. Well, you should already know what the next track is, Maz, by Robert Burian, because it's called You Should Already Know.
You should always know.
I mean, I could talk about the Planet of the Apes for hours. I mean, I love those films. I mean, the originals.
I'm sorry, I kind of blew
remakes,
your. I mean, Star Wars was the originator out of the water, but I just hit that Planet of the Apes. That was,
Look,
that was a statement.
It's just one of those things, and unfortunately, we weren't prepared for a listener wanting actually to listen to music this evening. So.
It's not our fault.
In love, don't get on it.
Which also leads us on nicely to finish the show with One Time Thing.
It's only a one-time thing.
It's only a one-time thing, yeah, absolutely.
The confusion will pass when the broadcast ends.
So if you want to listen to more music, here's a clue. Show up earlier, because we're finishing in like a minute. So...
replay the show like Catherine the Pirate will.
There was actually a really cool part where I played 2 tracks at the same time. And it looks like I'm just talking to Maz, but I'm not. I'm actually in the mix at the same time.
In the mix.
Yeah. And of course we did open
dedicated consummate professional.
We opened the show with Golden Brown, if you remember.
Yes.
It seems like hours ago.
Exactly almost 2 hours ago, I would say.
I would say so as well.
Yes. We also got some wise wisdom and had a lot of humorous content too.
We did indeed. We had some humorous exchanges.
And those awesome segues, which wow, I'm telling you, each one was better than the original.
Can't argue with that. Anyway, we are winding down. Thank you for getting on board this evening, checking us out on all of the places that we mentioned already. Do try again next week, and we'll give you shout outs and talk more nonsense.
And see you again next week.
Indeed, same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel. You win.